Hey guys, Wednesday, classic rock, waxing on. Today we're going to go back to one of the giants. I first became aware of his music by way of the Monkees. Yes, the Monkees, and some of you may know who I'm talking about. It's Neil Diamond. Here we go. Back in the mid-'60s, penned a couple of big hits for the Monkees. Probably the biggest hit was I'm a Believer, one of their #1 tunes. And at this point, Neil has recorded some of his own, but he was basically a songwriter as well. Over the years, he's put out quite a few albums and a lot of great hits, a lot of classic hits that are part of our life. Just to give you some idea, I've got one album here called Neil's Greatest Hits Volume 2. So a little later in his career, but certainly a lot of songs you're going to remember. Beautiful Noise, Hello Again, Forever in Blue Jeans, September Morn, You Don't Bring Me Flowers, a duet with Barbra Streisand, America, Longfellow Serenade, If You Know What I Mean, Yesterday's Songs, and Love on the Rocks. I don't have Volume 1. For some reason I only picked up Volume 2 in this. But again, some classic hits. Every song's a hit. And again, a lot of Neil Diamond in here. Neil's writing all the music, all the lyrics. Just a classic performer. Now the other album I have is one that I got, and it looks to me like one of those discount bin finds, called Neil Diamond Love Songs. Now this one's a little different because Neil doesn't pen all the tunes. Give you some idea what he's got here. He does borrow a few. I've got a couple Canadian tunes in there, if you would believe that. Sweet Caroline, and the Grass Don't Pay No Mind, Juliet, Until It's Time for You to Go, Buffy Sainte-Marie. If I Ever Knew Your Name, Neil Diamond, Play Me, Cracklin' Rosie, again a classic Neil song. Husband and Wives by Roger Miller, you may know from King of the Road. Suzanne, a Leonard Cohen tune in there. Modern day version of Love, If You Go Away. The Last Thing on My Mind, some Tom Paxton. Red Red Wine, and Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, Neil Diamond. So there's some classic hits, some of them that fill the gap between early years and Volume 2. I can think of a lot of airplay on stuff like Carolina, Red Red Wine, Cracklin' Rosie. A lot of those early hits, as well as what he penned for other people. Now I mentioned about I'm a Believer being a Monkees tune, and it was a real big hit for them. We're not doing a Monkees feature. Now, can't say I didn't have some Monkees albums, man, I did. But I have lost track of them over the years. Maybe I gave them away. I don't know where they ended up going, but I don't seem to have them around anymore. But I did feature an album way back by Bram Tchaikovsky. Kind of during that new wave era, and Bram Tchaikovsky recorded a classic version of I'm a Believer, a very different raw-edged one than what the Monkees had done. So again, just the way that Neil's songs can be transferred into different styles. Never had a chance to see Neil live. He was in my area a few years ago, but to tell you the truth, ticket prices get pretty expensive to see people like Neil Diamond. They don't tour often. They don't tour often in my area. We do have a lot of options of catching them on YouTube. Albums are on streaming networks. Again, these songs are songs you know by heart. They're the kind of songs you're going to be singing along because everybody knows them. We grew up with Neil Diamond, come on. 2 different albums. Again, never know where you're going to find it. I got Volume 2 and a discount bin find that had some classic hits. Never pass up those discount bins. You get into the department stores and you'll see those big bins. Well, sometimes it's DVDs, sometimes it's compact discs. Take a few minutes to go through them. There's some real treasures in there, and you know, usually they're a couple of bucks. It's well worth the time you spend going through it, because I'll tell you, if you've been watching the show for a while, I'm finding a lot of stuff in there that is really part of my regular listening. So that's it for today, Wednesday, Classic Rock with Neil Diamond. Check him out. Again, the streaming networks have a lot of his stuff out there. YouTube, we got videos if you want to see concert footage. And as well, there's still hard copies available, which are always a great way to go. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on Friday. Everybody take care.